And do I have a dash of some description?
I think you have a dash. Just chuck me across.
There we go. All right. Oh!
Ah, my face! My face!
You should maybe wait a bit longer because that. Okay. You know, I have to do all of the work sometimes.
I know.
Okay, there we go.
Woo!
Okay.
This looks amazing.
Goodies. Isn't that cool?
The camera's amazing. I love it. Hey, the camera's changed again.
Absolutely. So now it becomes more of a 3D.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Right.
I'll jump across these.
All right.
Here's a
Lost
trigger and
it.
boom. Oh, that is awesome. Oh, I'm back in this kind of camera now. Okay, I'm going to grab this scroll.
Ta-da! Now we know exactly what happened.
Okay, well, that's where we've got to go. Let's go back. Let's head back. We're sort of squabbling, trying to get back. Excuse me. Excuse me.
There we go.
Well, we've made these levels just this weekend. So we've spent a weekend. Oh my gosh, what have you released?
I don't know, but he just...
Help me! Oh my gosh. I'm getting back in the cage. Hello, and welcome to the Toy Box in Disney Infinity's 3.0. This episode, I'm joined by my good friend Dragnoz.
Hello, and welcome back to our world,
yes,
isn't it?
Our Toy Box.
Yes.
We've actually spent the whole weekend creating the Toy Box for you.
Absolutely, and we use some techniques that we want to show you and teach you to add very, very quick and easy mechanics to your games to make them just so much more fun.
So I created the first side-scrolling part of the game, and then Dragnoz created the much more dungeony crawler type of game. So what we're going to do in this tutorial is we're going to show you, demonstrate some of the things that we've been creating, and also show off some of the new toys in your toy box.
Okay, so Adam, show us some of the components that we're going to be using today.
Great idea. So some of the components, if I open up my ribbon, we're going to go down to Creative Toys. And the first thing we're looking at is the trigger area. Okay?
This is probably one of my favorite creative toys.
Yeah.
Is this block? Okay.
I mean, I've hardly used it at all. Normally, when I want to trigger, I use literally the trigger on the floor. You know, and you step on this thing, or an action button.
Which is absolutely perfect. It's fine if you're testing something, and it's fine if you make it part of your gameplay. Yeah. But quite often, as you were running over your little platform gaming you were doing, you don't really want to start the game by a button. You just want the player to follow the arrows, and when they hit the certain spot, the camera changes and they are stuck on a particular path.
So what this essentially is basically a trigger area is an invisible area. So if I've got my wand, I can see it. If I get rid of my wand, it's totally invisible.
Which is the beauty of it.
Absolutely. And then if I go into that, it actually has some logic attached to it.
Yes.
And we can use that logic to trigger other toys or create events. Or
you can pretty much trigger and connect it to any toy, even scenery. You can connect using this. Okay.
That sounds interesting. So the next one we're going to show you is the cameras. Now there are several different cameras in the toy box. And we're going to look at a couple of them today. This one is the side scroller. So when I first started this tutorial, you saw us running side scrolling, like a classic side scrolling kind of video game.
Which is lovely that you can actually do that in one toy box game. You have the side scroller, you have the top down, you have the angled version, you have the 3D version.
It gives you so many options to kind of choose from. So we're just showing you a couple of them today.
Absolutely.
And another thing is this. One of the most amazing things. This is a path tool, and you can actually find it inside of your Creative Toys. If we kind of scroll over this way a little bit, there it is.
The path creator. You just need to make sure you play the game enough, get enough sparks to buy it.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. This is a must-have.
Absolutely.
If you want to kind of create interesting games. So we've used this extensively in this level, so we've got that one, and then lastly, over here, if we have a look at this.
Oh, this is another one of my favorites.
Like a little gem. What is it?
This is a locator. Okay. So basically, what this allows you to do is take the output from any toy, whether you're spawning a mob, whether you're spawning items, whether you're doing an effect like the smoke, and you can play it where that particular locator is.
Got you. So if we see here, we've got this big orange box right in front of me, and inside the orange box, well, there seems to be two orange boxes, and there's also a path as well.
So the big thing about the orange boxes, which is your detection areas, is that you haven't. When you go into the box, you can.
I'm going into it. I'm going into it.
Yeah. See?
Okay.
And immediately the camera switches.
Yeah.
Now try walking towards me.
I can't walk towards you. I can't.
So that's another thing, because
I can only go backwards and forwards.
Exactly. So because you're in that box, you're now stuck on a left to right path.
All right. So we're actually stuck to the path.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to walk out here. Now what we've created here is we've created a little box here which deactivates all the things.
Absolutely. So it disengages you from the path and it resets the camera to 3D
so
mode.
let me just, I'm just going to target this target area here. Open it up with our selection. We can see we've got a side step camera and a path creator. So the side step camera, basically, when I enter the box, it activates the camera.
Absolutely.
Fair enough. Okay.
For the particular player that's in the
absolutely,
that's another important thing. So I can be away playing on my section with my camera.
Yeah, you were over there, weren't you?
Absolutely, and I mean you can't see my screen now, but if I'm in normal 3D mode. So if you actually go in again.
Okay, I'm gonna walk in, wander in. Here we go.
Okay, so now look at me. I can still move.
Yeah,
see, I can still.
So it's just really affecting Mickey.
People.
Hello. And I can jump up and down. So this is really, really cool if you want to create side-scrolling adventures. And what I would recommend is to have a little go with it. Try these things out. And again, if you have any comments, leave a comment. If you're having any trouble with it as well, leave some comments in the comment section to ask us all about it.
Absolutely, and I mean we will answer all questions and help as much as we possibly can.
Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into Spark mode, and I'm just going to go run along our adventure. I mean, my side was fairly simple. Basically, I created this path tool from one side all the way along my little kind of adventure.
But your path, I mean, your path goes underneath. Why is your path at the top and not...
Yeah, well, this is the thing. A path tool, if you want someone to align to your path, they don't have to actually stick to the path at all. It just has to go from left to right.
Oh, okay, so it's because of the left and right movement.
Yeah,
and
it's just left and right. Absolutely. And the way this works, let me show you just very, very quickly, because it's just hidden in some of the areas inside of here. So I'm going to go into my settings, press the square button, and I go down to my path creator. So when it says entered by any player, you go all the way down. You can say it's not just, don't turn it on, go all the way down to activate 2D character movement.
Okay, so first off, you will see you had the big yellow box.
That's right, yeah. And I stayed in that yellow box all the time.
Now for your particular gameplay, it was important. Okay, because if you got out of the box or got back in the box, it stuck you to the path.
That's right.
Mine, if you actually in the Spark move into the yellow box, okay, you will see it just got this crazy amount of connections.
Whoa, I see. Yeah.
So basically, when you're designing a game, the most important thing you need to do is make it resettable. So even though people might not be playing it multiple times, but as you are testing it, you need to reset it. So what this yellow box does is, as you can see, you have to walk through it. To start the game.
Yeah.
The moment you go through it, it sets the whole game up.
It looks amazingly complicated.
It's not at all. I mean, another thing it does, it resets all of the chests. So we've got chests there that when you enter, you'll see there's a chest over there.
There's a chest down here.
So when you enter that yellow box, the chest spawns an item. Okay, which is a gun which you need to shoot the target. Okay, and inside there as well, at the bottom there's a scroll, so it just resets that scroll as well. So every time you walk through that, it just sets the whole level up.
Now there's a locator here as well.
Yes.
What's the locator for?
That locator was actually for the camera.
Okay. Right. Yeah.
So that's another thing that happens is that when you walk through the door, it resets the camera. It resets all of the things. So talking about the camera, let's go and have a look at the camera. So if you remember, when we tried to do this level, we couldn't get into that area because we had this big pillar in the way. Do you see the pillar
over there? Yeah.
Okay.
Pillar here.
So basically, what I did, I used the path tool. So the path tool that you use to stick the player on an XY axis.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. Or on the left-right axis. I'm actually now sticking a piece of scenery.
Okay.
Onto that path. Okay, and then I'm saying when you hit the target on the other side, so if you really want to go do that, okay, so if you hit the target on the other side,
I'm going to jump and jump,
move that piece of scenery along that path.
Right,
okay, so if you
get my gun,
get your gun,
aim at that little target, which is really cool.
So a couple of things happens here.
Boom,
camera swings.
Camera swings across. Yep. How does that happen?
Right. So basically what we've got, so you asked me what that locator was at the bottom.
Sure.
I've got a camera set up that is looking at that locator. Okay, so the target of that camera is the locator, and when you hit the target, that target is connected to two points. So if you actually hit that with your wand,
there it is. Okay.
So you see the target is connected. There's 2 wires going down.
Okay. So one's come up. I see. We've got a column.
Yes.
A target camera.
Absolutely, and a time delayer. Okay. So the first one is the column. So the moment you hit the target, I tell that column, now move along the path.
Right.
Okay. Move along the path and stop. So that doesn't go up and down. It just goes down.
Let's have a look at that.
Okay.
So
hit.
Okay.
When I hit the target,
go to the toy box path.
Start it.
Start it.
Oh, okay. Well, start it. Yeah. And it'll just go down.
Okay.
So in the path, I've actually set it up to only play once.
Got yeah.
Okay. So the next one is when you hit the target. Okay. Go to the target camera. Okay.
Okay.
It probably won't show the camera. It just says activate the camera.
Okay, and that's that camera over there.
That's the camera over there.
So again, with our wands out, we can kind of see all the invisible. So there's that camera. That's the camera that looks, zips over, takes a look.
Absolutely, at that locator at the bottom. Absolutely. So the way we've got the target set up is that it is in target mode, and then I've set the transition to swing.
Yeah.
Okay, so it swings from both players. So we only saw it from your
really
viewpoint.
Cool. Yeah.
But it doesn't matter where the other player is. It'll swing from their viewpoint to their target.
Yeah. So if we go into this one, we can kind of open up. We can see. We can go down to. I think it's in the properties.
Properties.
Is it?
There we go.
And we can kind of see.
Transition,
we've got start transition swing.
Yeah.
End is swing as well.
Now, important camera type is focus.
Right.
Okay. The player viewpoint is all players. You can set it up so it's only the targeting player.
And of course, you can kind of experiment with these things
Absolutely.
and see for yourself. One of the most amazing things I thought in your level, Dragnoz, was the actual piece that came down. Was the pillar that came down. Like so. How? I mean.
So that was actually...
you explained it well.
Yes.
But can we actually try it out?
Absolutely. So, I mean, the thing is, I used a piece of terrain to do that.
I never knew you could even do that.
But it's not just terrain. It's anything. It can be actors. It can be the Millennium Falcon if you want it to be.
No way.
Let's do that. Let's.
Okay.
How about...
I'm going to do that now. There's the Millennium Falcon. I'm going to pop it down there.
Absolutely. Cool. So now, the thing is, yes, I know, I can get into the Millennium Falcon and I can fly away with it.
Sure.
But what you quite often want to do is maybe have some kind of cutscene.
Yeah, we want to tell a story.
Exactly. You want to tell a good, nice story. So now we've got the Millennium Falcon.
Okay.
Get your path tool.
Okay. I'm going to grab that. So I'm going to go.
Right. Okay. So what do we want to do? Let's have it take off at an angle.
Okay. Yeah. So I press one there and I move it up.
And now move it to the side, but maybe a bit more. Or
if
I go
along here, if I move it up like that.
Let's have a look. What happens? See, the only weird thing is that you get this curve, but that's okay.
I'll add up another point there.
What we want to do is we want to connect.
Yeah.
Whatever it is we want to move to the path. So if you,
how do we do that?
If you gear the Millennium Falcon.
Okay. So
select it with your wand.
Okay.
Gear it.
Press the gear button.
Now you'll see, because we've unlocked the path tool, you have the option new path connection at the bottom.
Okay, so I'm going to press that.
Absolutely.
So now we're looking for a new path. So we once I target that, and I then can connect it to the path.
That's it. Toybox
path.
Yep. And there we go.
It's off.
It's off.
Looks a bit weird though.
But yes, exactly. So what it's basically doing is it's facing in one direction. It's not actually facing in the direction of movement. What you want to do is you want to gear your Millennium Falcon again, or the object.
Can I do the path?
Do the Falcon first.
Okay, I'm gonna look at the path. Look at the Falcon.
Yep.
Okay.
If you want to go down to the properties of it now.
Got ya.
You'll see that the only property you have is the toy box properties.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Right. So speed. If you want to maybe make it faster, make it about 300, I think.
Okay. Let's do.
Okay. So we're gonna make it a little bit faster.
300.
Okay. There's the magic.
Orient along path.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, there it is. What else have we got down?
Now
the points.
Another big important one. If you go down to the bottom. Okay.
Horizontal.
Right to the bottom.
Rotation. Movement style.
That's right. What you want to do is
loop.
You want it to play once. Okay, because you don't want it to continuously do the same thing.
So, if I press that,
one way and stop. There's other things you can do. You can do one way and stop,
back and forth,
reverse loop, reverse one way and stop.
There's loads.
Absolutely.
One way and delete as well. So
you can do that as well, but the problem is then you have to reset and bring it all back to you need to bring the thing back into your world again. You can't reset it.
Okay, so what do we want to do? So
one way and stop.
Okay. So
and then
back.
we're pretty much done.
And
so
let's have a look, see what it looks like.
There we go, and it'll just stop there. Boom.
Fantastic. It just pops right off the top.
Right, so
it's amazing.
Yeah, but now what we want to do, we want to actually trigger this action so that when we do something, it takes off. So let's say we do have a cutscene, and when we reach a particular point in our game, we want it to take off. In our map, we want it to take off. So let's just once again use one of our invisible orange, yellow blocks. Okay.
So there it is, a trigger area. So if I'll put it about here.
Yeah. Right. So what you want to do is when you enter a area, we play it.
Okay, so when we enter this area here, and this will be an invisible area.
Yes.
You know, it might be a hangar, a spaceship hangar, or something like that.
Absolutely, hangar door.
Okay, so we want a new logic connection.
Yes.
So when we enter it, with any player.
All right.
Okay.
And you want to select your path.
Okay, so there's our path, and I'm going to connect it to the path.
Yes. And you want to go reset and play. So it'll just take the spaceship back to the Falcon back to where it was.
Yeah.
And then play
and just
the animation.
play the animation. Okay.
So now if you put your wands away.
Okay, put my wand away.
Okay.
And I'll just walk into this area
Yeah.
here. Whoa!
Whoa, there we go.
There it is, off into space. No, obviously it only gets so far.
Yeah,
and then it falls down on the thing. But we could have that go off way into space and stuff like that. Go into the horizon, past some clouds, all that kind of stuff. I just want to say thank you very much to Dragnoz for joining me in this tutorial, and hopefully he'll be back very soon as well.
Absolutely. I mean, I can't explain how much fun I had with this incredible platform, and this kind of stuff that we can make in this just is mind blowing.
It is amazing.
Thank you very much for actually inviting me.
No worries. Until next time, thank you very much and goodbye.
Cheerio. Check you all later.